how you can make up to $10,000 per month, and I want to show you exactly how I'm generating that on Fiverr with my content service. I want to break down exactly step by step on what you can do the same in order to offer this kind of service and how much potential this service can bring. Before we go into this, I want to show you just of my stats. I'm gonna also refresh the page here so you can see this is not a screenshot, this is an actual statistics. So we are at 27K for the last 30 days, which honestly have been incredible. As you can see, this is all happening on Fiverr. My whole journey is documented on Fiverr as well. In my last videos, I have always showing my progress, my statistics. And in this video, I wanted to teach you about this content service that you can potentially offer it as well. And you can see how I was able to structure it. The first thing, we know the SMMA space, it's very, it's been very hyped, especially with the Tai Lopez times, and a lot of people who are currently teaching SMMA, you see they're teaching about Facebook ads, they're teaching about running Google ads as well for clients. But this service is not really mentioned publicly a lot. And I feel this is probably the best way to start your SMMA journey, because first of all, it's not high risk, it's not like ads, you're not promising them the leads or sales. You are creating the branding, you're creating professional look of the profile. And also, of course, the content that you're creating potentially is gonna bring a long-term effect. We have a lot of clients are coming back all the time because they like the way we create content, they like the way we educate their audience, they like also how we come up with different inspirational posts and also creative ideas as well. So the clients really love what we are doing, and this took also several years. It didn't come just from 1 month. It took us several years to build the system, to build processes as well in order to offer this kind of service. So the first thing, let's talk about the need. The need, this is something is incredibly important. The static posts, they are still popular, they are still bringing results. And we have here the static post, the carousel post, as I talked as well previously in the last video. If you haven't checked it, feel free to check it out. But the carousel posts are becoming even more powerful than Reels at the moment. So this is something that the clients will definitely have the need. Reels are still powerful, people are still like this engaging Reels, they still like to have this sort of, a style, Hormozy style, with these captions, with the graphics. This is still popular, but this is something that can be first of all, a lot of businesses, they won't be able to, let's say, create videos. They will be saying, we don't have time, we don't have, this and that. So it's great to start with a static post, because you don't need to have any client input besides their websites, besides the information they can provide you, like the topics they want to create content about and other things. But you can start and offer this service pretty much in parallel what the client is doing currently. So you don't need to have a lot of input from them. And then, of course, the last one is the guidance. This is something that you can package in your social media management. You can offer a coaching, you can offer a consulting as well, you can offer some sort of like a support where you tell them, okay, this is what you can improve, the strategy, content strategy, marketing strategy, this is what they can also take a look at. So you can really provide a useful strategy and guidance for your clients, and you can charge more for that. You can have an ongoing guidance, you can have maybe a monthly call, you can do a weekly call as well. So there's a lot of things how you can structure, and that's how your monthly fee is going to be structured as well. So you can come up with a monthly fee, and I want to show you in our case, we really broke it down, I would say pretty simple. We have two main services for content. One is where we're doing without posting, so we're just creating content and sending to the client. And the second one we have with the posting, right? So the pricing is different. Without posting, we charge $18 per post. With the posting is $22 per post. And we can post on different platforms. Of course, we have the scheduling platform where clients can connect their social media, and then eventually we can create a content calendar. We can share access with clients. They can see what's happening behind the scenes. So this is all possible when you have the right systems in place. And then, of course, talking about the scale, how you can take this to the next level. And this is something that, I want you to understand, because if you're doing this solo, you can definitely make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 per month. $4,000 probably, depends how much you will charge, how big of the packages you're gonna have. But eventually, if you want to reach to 10K or more, you need to have a team, you need to have a designers, you need to have, you can't just do it yourself, because you can maybe do it if you charge higher ticket, but usually clients, they're not going to pay more than, let's say, $1,000 for this, right? This is a not performance-based service. This is a management, content creation, branding service. So that's they are increasing their reputation. They are potentially can have some results from like sales, but usually this service does not provide them a rapid growth or any growth that they will see in the next month, right? This service is specifically building that reputation, building that social media presence as well, and having an educational content. Then later on, they can use this content in running ads, for example. You can create content and they can use this for ads. You can also run ads for them. You can offer that as an additional service. But typically what I see, one person can bring about $2,000 on average per month, because this is also considering that you will be replying to messages, you'll be doing the communication, you'll be doing the revisions as well, you'll be setting up the system for clients, right? So this is something that one person can do. But if you want to scale this even more, you need to have a team. You need to have a team and one designer. If you add this person to your team, of course you have to look for the salary, right? You have to look for the salary. You have to look, of course you won't be able to, if you're gonna hire someone in the US, you know, the salaries are very high. You're gonna be paying someone like 5-6K per month. You won't be able to survive, of course. So you have to look at the other places where you have Europe as well, where you have like Serbia, Macedonia, Bulgaria, like those countries, Balkans countries. You can of course do this from other countries, Philippines, India, other places, right? So I've been, my presence have been actually in Serbia. We do have a team as well in the Balkans, and I do have a great experience here. So I feel this is definitely has a lot of potential and a lot of possibilities as well. But if you add one designer to your team, that designer can already bring you an additional, let's say 2K or more, possibly more. It all depends how you structure the salary, how you structure the terms as well. But this is something that can scale you in the long term. And the best thing about this service is that you don't need to be really dependent on the systems in terms of Instagram is, changing something or making adjustments. You're just focusing on the content, you're focusing on your clients, relationship with the clients, and you can really build a sustainable 10K per month business by just focusing on that. It's not going to be overnight. It takes time. Probably it's going to take several months, maybe years, right? But eventually, once you establish yourself, your as well brand, that's why you have to look at this and understand where I'm going to do this, on Fiverr, on Upwork, or directly. Of course, if you start directly, you will have a better long-term measurability. You can measure your success better, and you're gonna have the control over your audience as well. So guys, if you are interested in getting help with this, I recently launched for a limited time one-on-one consultation calls where you can just go, link in the description, and schedule a call. It's a paid call, but I'm happy to sit down with you and go over everything you need to know about the content service, about other things, about social media, about my journey on Fiverr, or in general, how to start and scale your marketing agency. So you have this possibility. If you have any questions, you can send me a message on Instagram. I'm gonna leave my Instagram below as well, or X as well, whatever you're using. But this call is available. I decided to make it, and I think this can be useful for a lot of people to just kind of like find these shortcuts. And instead of spending several months or several years, you can use all of my experience where I spent 10 years now in this industry, building these services, doing this client work, so I can definitely give you a lot of shortcuts, so this can be a much faster path for you. If you have any other questions, feel free to send me a message or leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.